Greetings, guys and goddesses. It's your god brother Andre. I'm here to build with you today on a topic I was discussing with a friend in my inbox, and he was asking me about different things concerning spirituality and how everything's been twisted by the Euro power structure which runs the world today, that we know. And he started telling me how he had a newfound respect for my religious views and stuff, the more that he learns and information that he comes across. And it brought me back to a excerpt in my book that I'm working on, explaining my spiritual journey and my journey period coming into inner and overstanding of this paradigm that we live in, this matrix that we are a part of in this third dimensional realm, as well as who we truly are, coming into the knowledge of who we truly are in relation to the universe and ourselves, period. Now the excerpt reads, coming into the knowledge I was attaining had me thinking. Now, leading up to what I was saying, coming into the knowledge I was attaining had me thinking, I want to say that when you're attaining too much knowledge, when you're attaining a lot of information at one time, you got to take a break and step back. You know, when you were younger and you were studying, be it high school, college, whatever, even long after that, when you were studying and you had families and stuff like that you were taking care of, bills that you were taking, grown folks, mature things that you were also now responsible for, and had to balance out at the same time that you were taking in this knowledge and studying and trying to evolve yourself mentally and spiritually for whatever purpose. When you're taking in so much information, you got to step back and be able to absorb it. You got to be able to internalize it. You got to be able to retain some of it thoroughly and make sure you're processing it correctly, because your brain is just like a computer. It processes the information. You know what I'm saying? And when you process the information, you got to make sure you're processing it properly. So with me processing this new information, it was blowing my mind. So I said, coming into the knowledge, during my journey, as I was coming into this knowledge that I was attaining, it had me thinking that sometimes I was going crazy. You know what I mean? I was like, man, wow, this is some deep stuff. Not just because I was reading what they were saying, but when you hear the truth, you know the truth to be the truth. So when you know this truth and you accept that truth, it has you question everything you built your foundation on. So let me stop going too far out of this time frame, which I'm trying to get this to you in. Coming into the knowledge I was attaining, it had me thinking I was going crazy at times in my life, trying to accept and internalize this new info. It's so intense that it shatters your foundation of all that you built, your mental perception of the world, your position in this world, and even yourself. It shatters the foundation of those things. That's how intense truth and right knowledge is. Your mind will internally try to hold on to these core beliefs that are beneath the truth, that you have built your foundation on. Because just like a computer, your mind has been programmed. It doesn't want to let go of its program. Anyone who knows computers knows about motherboards. And to change the motherboard is to internally change the computer, put a new core in it. So basically, wow, I had a fight on my hands, because when I do something like I did when I was studying religion, be it Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, the different religions that I studied in search of right knowledge, you know, whenever I do something, any of the slave teachings that I was taught, I took it on 100%. I did it 100%. I didn't half step. I didn't like to talk about something and don't be about it. So that had to be erased. All that misinformation, misguided information, intentionally distorted information that was given to us and that I took in 100% had to be erased. But carefully and slowly over years, by having new information introduced, supported by other noteworthy doctors and sources who were bringing the same information related to their findings on these subjects, which I was studying and inquiring about. So with time and experience in life events that brought me face to face with these facts that I kept coming across during my searches, during my studies, it proved to me that they could not be denied. I grew confidence in my position of what I've studied over the years, because it wasn't just reading from a book. I was out living life and picking up these life lessons on reality, relativity, truth versus the lie, which is put in your face. And once you grow this confidence in your position of what you've learned, acquired, and internalized, then you can break down that wall that you have built and that I had built and allowed to be built by others supporting me, giving me this false information, this misguided information, this intentionally distorted information. I was able to break down that wall that was preventing my eyes from opening, that was preventing my mind and innermost etherical self to internalizing this and accepting and internalizing this right knowledge, this inner and overstanding of the omniverse and our true connection in relation to it, as well as its true connection in relation to us. Now, when I say the connection of the omniverse, my connection to it, the omniverse is everything around you, as far as your thought can go, your spirit can comprehend everything in existence. So your connection and your relation to it is that you are connected to it. You are related to it. You are an extension of it. So you are connected and related to and an extension of the source. And then I say, and its true connection in relation to us, because it is connected to you, isn't an extension of you. It is related to you. It is a part of you as well. So that means you are the source. You are not just a connection, the extension, and related to the source. You are part of the source itself as well. Just like the source creates planets, universes, life, infinite, you can go on. Infinite things in creation. We do the same thing. If you look around you, you can see everything that man has built in this physical realm. And the physical realm is dense. So imagine what we can create when we vibrating at a higher density, a higher frequency, shedding this dense shell of a body, and what we can create. We create life here in this physical realm, on this third dimensional realm. So imagine what we can create on another plane, plateau in existence, another level of higher evolved vibration and frequency. You are not just connected to the source. You are not just related to the source. You are not just an extension of the source. You are the source as well. If you are connected to it, an extension to it, you are related to it, then you are the source as well. Now, you yourself can't create planets and all this other type of stuff that we know in this physical realm, but you can create life. You can create houses, cars, anything that you see in this physical realm that you can go pick up and touch, a candle, whatever, shirts, medallions. We've created these things. I'm creating things right now as we speak. I'm speaking creation because I'm an extension of creation, and the creation is an extension of me. The source is an extension of me, and I'm an extension of the source. Know who you are internally. For all those who question where I stand at, just remember what I'm talking about is knowing yourself. We are beyond the age of thinking, and we are now in the age of knowing. So what you believe is saying what you think is true. That's all that is. I don't believe anything. I know. There's some things that I question, but there are some things that I know. I'm in the age of knowing now, and you should be as well. This is no longer the time for thinking. It's the age of knowing, especially when concerning yourself, who you are, what you are, and where you stand. So don't walk around here talking about know thyself, and you don't even know yourself. It's the age of knowing. Know yourself. It's your guy, Brother Andre. 360 degrees of wholeness, peace, love, perfection, power, and continuous elevation. Abiba Fahudiye.